Hi guys, welcome back to another tutorial. My name is Blessing, and in this tutorial you'll be learning how to make a Bubu gown with a front ruched. Okay, it's a simple Bubu gown and with a lot of tassel to design. So I already cut out about 3 yards of fabric from one side of the fabric because I have just 2 yards. Okay, I have 2 yards of the fabric, and I cut out 3 inches away from it from one side before I folded the fabric into two so that we can cut out. Okay, I folded it into two, then into two again. So the part that is unfolded, I'm going to go ahead and cut it into two so that one of it can be for the front and the other for the back. So I decided to tear because I know this fabric is going to be straight by the time I just pull it and tear it. Okay, this fabric is actually a Mikado fabric, right? So it actually gave me something very straight after tearing it out. Okay, so I folded into two, then I placed the first one on the table, then I went ahead to fold the second one, and I'm going to be placing them on each other like so. Okay, so like I said earlier, one will serve for the front and the other will serve for the back piece. So after pinning down, I went ahead to measure the neck width of 3 inches and the neck depth of 1.5 inches for the back. Then I mark out the back neckline like so. Then for the depth for the front, I initially went down by 6 inches, then I later added about half an inch to be a little bit deeper since the neck is not too wide. Okay, so I reconnected by 6.5 inches as the depth. Okay, then at this other side I came down by 1 inch, then blended it to the neckline like so. That will serve as our shoulder slant. Then I make a arm opening or an arm opening of 10 inches, then came in by 1 inch just to give me a little curve for the armhole area. So this line I'm going to mark it straight down till the hem of the fabric. Okay, I actually use the whole of the length of the fabric as the full length, since we are going to be attaching elastic to it to give us that ruched effect at the front. So I didn't want to reduce from it so that it will not be too short by the time we do that. So I cut out the neckline for the back, then pick only the top to cut out the neckline for the front. Okay, then I went ahead to cut out the shoulder slant. Then we're going to go ahead to cut out the curve that we have. Okay, the shape that we have for the side. So I'm going to cut all through to that fold or to the curve that we have at the top of the armhole area. Okay, so this is what we have after cutting it out. I'm just going to remove my pins while we'll go ahead into our sewing immediately. So I went ahead to mark out or create a crease line for the center front. Okay, there was no light at the point of this tutorial, so this is what I do to just give me that center front line so that I can get the perfect line for the front. So that's the line over there. I'm going to use my chalk to make it more visible so that will help me to sew down my elastic. Okay, just to create a straight line. So this is the elastic fabric that we are going to be attaching at the center front. Okay, so this is what I do. I came down by about 1 inch at the center front, about 1 inch at the center front. Then I'm going to drag and sew. Okay, you drag and sew. You drag the elastic open, then you sew down. And by the time you sew, it's going to give us this effect. All right, after sewing, this is what we have. You can see how beautiful the front part is looking already. Okay, so the next thing we want to do now is to place the back piece on it with the right side facing each other. Then I'm going to go ahead to sew down the shoulders. Okay, so I'm going to pin down just the way we are going to be sewing for the both shoulders. All right, so after sewing down the shoulders, we're going to be using 1/2 inch to sew down the both shoulders. Then we're going to use our bias tape to turn out the neckline. Okay, you sew from the right side and turn it inside the wrong side. So this is what we have. You can see how beautiful this is coming out already. I'm sure you use a matching color of bias tape. Okay, so from the wrong side now, the strip already cut out initially. Okay, we're going to fold into 2. I think I actually cut out 4 yards, and 4 inches and not 3 inches. So we're going to fold into 2 like this and place on the part that starts as our arm opening, because we're going to be doing a turn up sleeve. So you're going to sew from your wrong side, then you turn it over to the right side. Okay, that's how you sew your turn up for the sleeve. Okay, so this is how we're going to sew. You can as well add your stay if your fabric is not too thick. This is a Mikado fabric which is quite thick, that's why I didn't add any stay on the strip which is serving as a turn up. After turning up, you are going to be stitching it down just to hold it down like so. So this is what we have after sewing to the right side. You can see how neat it is, and I'm gonna ahead to stitch down. I'm just using my pin to hold it down because there was no light to press down. Okay, so you're going to be joining your both sides together like so. Then you are going to sew all the way to the hem. Okay, with, let's just say, about 0.75. okay, not up to 1 inch, just so straight till you get to the hem of the fabric. Okay, then after sewing, we are going to turn the hem. Okay, we are going to fold in the hem to make it neat. All right, so after that, this is what we have. I've gone ahead to sew the sides. You can see how beautiful this is looking already. So I'm just going to turn to the wrong side so that that sharp edge for the armhole, you are going to give it a notch so it will help that place to relax by the time you open out. Okay, you can see that it has stretched out with ease. Okay, no fold at that underarm. Ensure you notch by the time you turn it. Okay, just give it a little notch. Please don't cut your seam lines. All right, so this is what we have, looking beautiful already. So now it's time for us to place our tassels. I got a black color tassel because that is what my client actually wanted. So I got a black color tassel, and I'm just going to be using my discretion on the placement. Okay, you can as well place this as much as you want and however you want. So I'm just going to place it and see how it's going to come out and fit on this dress. Okay, so in placing your tassel or your fabric, you can as well use a machine to stitch. You stitch down, you open it up, ensure is the center part of the tassel, that's the rope part of the tassel. You're going to stitch it multiple times, or use your needle and thread. Okay, even if it's on the plain part, you open it up like this, ensure you are placing it rightly, then open up the center part of that rope, then you stitch, or use your needle and thread, and voila, this is what we have. You can see how beautiful this dress is looking. Okay, my client couldn't even send the videos. If not, I would have added it at the end of this tutorial, but you can see how beautiful this is sitting on the mannequin. All right, I hope you've learned something today. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you have not. Don't forget to do that. Okay, it doesn't cost you anything, just tap on the red button and you successfully subscribe. Okay, so if you have watched to this extent, ensure you give this video a giant thumbs up. Okay, don't forget to share to your other soulmates as well. And if you have any video requests, please let me know. Please let me know in the comment section. So this is when I packaged the dress with a piece of black material as the head scarf, and that is it. See you guys in my next video. Bye bye.